Hey fam, it's Mari from that Spurs episode. We're on the show called The Recap. We are recapping our victory today. Yes, Mark Swift says, God save the Queen. Oh yeah. Today, um, we are celebrating a victory. We are in fifth place because of goal differential. We're on the same points level with Brighton. So we're fifth, but points level, we're fourth. And what was all doom and gloom, um, basically a couple of weeks ago, now we are in fifth. Um, Good victory on the road against Newcastle. We have historically have not done that well up there. Um, Definitely dropped points going up there, and so um, yeah, we got the 3 points. There's some pluses, there's some minus, there's some pros and cons that we could definitely talk about this game. Um, During the 10-minute mark of the show, I'm going to tell you my true feelings of that Eric Dyer own goal, um, which was Eric Dyer. Mm, yeah. But yeah, those of you who are watching had a rush uh, here to get the show starting. So if I'm recovering like I just ran, I did. Because I'd like to start the show soon after the game to get instant reaction. So I'm going to put the link on the page right now on the chats. If you want to come in and jump on board and have your say, you can. This is what the show's all about. So we're gonna go for an hour. So Wayne's in the house. He says, "Well, I'll be damned." Kane decided to turn it up for a bit. Yeah, that's one of the pros. So let me go straight on to the game. We went 3-2. The first half was great. Rough start. The first 2 minutes. And I'm just throwing stuff at my TV, and this is where my frustration comes in with this team. It was the same thing with the Arsenal game, in the sense of we were lifeless in those first couple. Like it comes it comes down to the coaching, but also part the players. I do not know why we start so slow at the beginning of these games, and so when Newcastle scored, I'm thinking within the first 2 minutes, I'm like, damn guys, like have that energy, have that oomph at least at the beginning of the game. And so it looked all doom and gloom. And I'm just honestly preparing that it's gonna be a sad recap. And it's gonna be all back to normal. But Reguilon with a beautiful assist to Tange for a beautiful goal. And um what can you say? Beautiful strike by Tange. And we've been hard on Tange on the channels, on the YouTube channels. There's some highs. He's an enigma. Like I said, you know, you have to take the good, but you also got to take the bad. That's in Tange. And Ndombele scored, and I'm like, okay, all right. Then Harry Kane scored. I had thought it was offsides. Um, but he was onside. Thank you, VAR, and we go up 2-1. Soon after, um, beautiful assist, great work by Lucas to Tange, then to Sonny Kane, back to Sonny for that second goal, no, the third goal to have us up 3-1. And I'm thinking, man, we're gonna name our score. We're gonna probably score 5 or 6 goals here. Um, but actually, um, that goal happened before this. My rating, honestly, for Eric Dyer would be really bad, but because of what he did, him and Reglion notifying the refs of what's going on in that stance, possibly saving a life. Last time I checked, the guy was stable. So helping to save a life, because when someone's having a heart attack or going cardiac arrest, it is crucial. Time is crucial. So what Eric Dyer did, the awareness, him and Sergio Reglion, um, I I I am not going to give Eric Dyer a rating. I'm not, because he's a hero. Though that was the most, I'm not at the 10-minute mark yet. Ridiculous own goal. But he was before that third goal, when that Newcastle, I guess a Newcastle fan that collapsed in stands, the players were aware to see that and they were alert. Great job by everybody. It took us back to Ericsson. Literally, I was in tears because literally, you know, you're watching this, you literally I saw the guy die and then come back to life, literally. Um, and so going back to that, I know Hoiberg must have been like, oh my goodness, here we go again. Um, Great job by the players, both teams. But special kudos to Eric Dyer and Sergio Reglion, just being heroes, just being heroes. So soon after the third goal happens, came to Sonny, and I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be an onslaught of a game. But and I've seen this on Twitter, and I'm thinking the same thing. It always seems that we put our foot off the gas a bit, um, and it kind of frustrates me because, like I said, you've kind of felt like this game is going to be like name your score, 4, 5, 6. So I'm like, okay, it's 3-1, and then Eric Dyer, with an, I think I can say this, asinine, of a goal. I honestly, when it happened so quickly, I actually thought it was headed it in, and Dyer, just defensively did not do his job. But as soon as I looked at the replay, I was like, the dude, I mean, he literally scored for Newcastle. Like literally he scored an old goal. I mean, I've seen some old goals where it's just like, oh, but this one, man, Eric, you might as well be wearing a Newcastle jersey. But like I said, I am not going to give him a rating, because what Eric Dyer did is basically help save a life. And so I am not going to give him a rating. I'll let you guys do it. I put the link on if you guys want to come on. You don't even have to show your face. It could be on audio to just give your opinion of the game. Wayne says Hoiberg's face says it all. Yeah. Big up for Dyer for not giving a damn about football when human life is at risk. Exactly, 100%. Exactly. When it comes to human lives, man, the game, nothing else matters but the human life. And what Reglion, um, was able to, he was the first one to get the ref's attention, and Dyer, just barking at the ref like, "Hey, up there," and then soon all the players. And like I said, the players are heroes, especially a big up to Dyer and Reglion, because what they did was help save a life. It's crucial. It's minutes when someone is in cardiac arrest. I would say this. Um, if you have a chance to be CPR certified, I mean the courses are most courses are free. Please, take the course so you may be able to help someone, because you just never know. Just never know. Good thing the stadium have defibrillators. Back then in the past, they did not have defibrillators. Now they do. They have defibrillators. If someone can correct me, um, in in states, a lot of the stadiums and arenas, they already have a medical uh, ambulance on staff on site. I don't know if that's protocol for all. I know the defibrillator is protocol for all stadiums. I don't know if an ambulance is on site on all stadiums. Maybe it varies. I would assume our home stadium, the N17, Tottenham, we probably have an ambulance on site. St. James is a huge facility, so I would think they will have uh, that on site to rush that patron to the hospital. So prayers goes to the guy and his family. We hope for a speedy, full recovery for that fan. And like I said, it shows good alert what the players have done. And we may complain about Dyer and not be alert sometimes, even today's game. Uh, but um, in that sequence, in that situation, he was very alert, along with Sergio Reguilon, and for that, he is a hero. And so, big up to you, guys. I put the link on if you want to be able to jump on in and have your say. We won't go too long, but I'm just gonna post it again. If you want to come on, have your say. Um, yeah. So okay. So just looking at my Twitter. So yeah, and so right now we are in the top five. Points we're level with Brighton. Um, so you know we're up there. Chelsea has 19 points. Liverpool has 18. Man City has 17. Brighton 15. We also have 15. Just that we are three under in regards to goal differential behind Brighton. Brighton is three over. Um, and look at this: the team that has Cristiano Ronaldo, the team that got had Rafael Varane, the team that uh supposedly had the best transfer season. They have 14 points. They're six. Manchester United. Manchester United. You think Ali's gonna keep his job? Right now, Manchester United is six, folks. We were complaining. We were complaining that we are the worst out of the top six. Right now, Nuno looks better than Ali. I'm looking at that right now. West Ham, we're ahead of West Ham. They have 14 points. We play West Ham next. What are our chances? I guess West Ham, we're home. I think, we have a good chance. We have a good chance. Guys, we're we're actually doing good. We're on a two-game winning streak. We're doing good. We could definitely beat West Ham if we play our A game. We could definitely beat United. Something's wrong with United. There is something wrong with United. And so, um, I know before the season, I was saying if everything goes right, you know, top five, top four, like fourth, fifth, or sixth, finish anywhere there. But this is a tough season for all the teams. We're only 4 points behind Chelsea and Brentford. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Uh, Brentford had so many chances to equalize. Um, my goodness, Chelsea with pulling out those 3 points. Man, it goes to show you that it is not a cakewalk in the Premier League, and everything's up for grabs. Top spot, top four, top five. Um, all the places are up for grabs. So yeah. So like I said, guys, post your opinions, your comments of the game. If you want to jump on, I have that link. So so let's get down to the players. Kane finally scores. Harry Kane finally scores. Um, Beautiful goal, beautiful awareness. Harry Kane, if you want to say he's back, um, because he got off the snide and scores a goal, you can. I think he had a good performance today. He scored. There were some chances, and I would say he had a good game. He had a good game. Um, the body language, I would say his body language is probably out of all the games today. It was much better. Um, if you disagree, I mean, go ahead, post or jump on in. I would give him a 7. I would give him a 7, 7 out of 10. Sunny, just always on the move, always creating. I would give Sunny an 8. Lucas, for that third goal to happen, I mean, that was all beautiful movement by Lucas, beautiful dribbling by Lucas, and that pass. I'll give Lucas, I'll give him a 7. Then we get to our midfield, Tenge. Uh, he had a solid game. Of course, he scored for us. Um, I'm going to give him a. Really didn't really do anything stupid today. I would give Tenge a 7. Give him a lot 7 or 8s today. Hoiberg, always solid, always solid. I'm gonna give Hoiberg an 8. Skip, gonna give Skip a 7. Um, Skip to the back four. Sergio Reguilon, everywhere. This dude was everywhere. I'm gonna give Reguilon. He had the assists, beautiful assist to Tange. And Reguilon, he after I thought he had a shaky preseason, but um, his season's going good, and so I'm gonna give him a solid 8. Um, Eric Dyer, I would not give a rating. Um, like I said, that that own goal was ridiculous, ridiculous. But because of other circumstances, he was a hero today, and because of that, I am going to put an N/A for Eric Dyer because he was a hero. Um, but though that was a shitty own goal, but literally he scored for Newcastle. But I'm going to give him an NA. Romero, um, I'm gonna give Romero a 7. I was debating between a 6 and a 7. From Romero, I'm gonna give him 7. And Emerson, um, there was some good runs by Emerson. Some good balls placed in the box. One, oh my goodness, if that defender for Newcastle didn't put his foot on it, Harry Kane would have scored. Harry Kane would have scored his second goal. Beautiful pass by Emerson, but the Newcastle defender got his foot just in there, and there was a corner that came out of it. Um, yeah, I'm going to give Emerson also a 7. And so I agree with Wayne Bonner. Reguilon had a damn good game today. Nuno seems to realize his best starting 11. Yeah, yeah. And you know the Delays and the Winks, they can bitch and moan all they want, but folks, you're looking at your starting lineup, you know, you know, and stuff. And um, Premier Hotspur TV says that's harsh about Dyer. He was fantastic apart from his own goal. Yeah, Dyer Dyer was working on a solid 7 or 8 before the own goal. Thought the own goal was, I think, was bad. It made the game a game again, and I thought it was really really bad, unexcusable. But I'm not going to give him a rating, so it's not a bad thing. It's not a great thing. If I'm giving him a rating, I'm giving him a rating just today of his awareness and being a hero. I mean, he was a hero today. And so, out of respect for that, I'm not going to. I will say this: if I wanted to give him a rating for that own goal, before that own goal, like I said, I was going to give him a 7 or 8. Yeah, an 8. Yeah. Um, I was going to give him a 7 or 8. Because of that own goal, I wanted to give him a 6. But since he was a hero, I'll give him a rating. I'll give him a rating. I'll give him a 9. I'll give him a 9. Because when it comes to life and death issues, that's that's number one. That's number one. When it comes to life and death issues, that's number one. So you know what? I'll give him a 9. I'll give him a 9. Yeah. Matter of fact, him and Reglion, actually, Reglion should get a 10. Reglion was all over the field. He started with the assist. He was the first one to tell the ref what was going on in the stands, along with Dyer. Reglion gets a 10 for me. He gets a 10. He gets a 10. And Dyer will get a 9. There you go. My mind can change. My mind can definitely change. And um, so yeah, it is a happy day. We can now drink and have a toast. Usually I give a toast on the Love Lounge. We're gonna give a couple of toasts. We will definitely give a toast to Eric Dyer Reglion for being heroes. Man of the match for me. Hmm. Man of the match. Kane scored. Sonny scored. Tangay scored. Reglion really set the precedent for the day. Man of the match. I might just give it to Reglion for man of the match. Yeah, yeah. Tangay for me, matey. Yep. Yeah. I mean, that set the precedent. Um, that wonderful assist to Tangay for that goal. Tangay had a real good game. Tangay, my 3 stars: Reglion, Tangay, and mm, Sonny or Kane. Because that goal that showed some real good alertness. Kane, Reggie, Tangay, and Kane. My 3 stars. Man of the match: Sergio Reglion. Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, we are in the top 5, and so the question goes, you know, now the pressure has maybe have been lifted off Nuno. He can now breathe. Um, there are now new coaches who are on that pressure. That's Ali, uh, Sculpture for for uh for Manchester United. I think he is going to be on the hot seat. Um, who else? Mm, I think him right now. Right now, and Nuno um, is now off the hot seat, and like I said, if we could. If we could get 3 points against West Ham and then follow up with a struggling United, um, whew, who knows? And then with the January transfer window, but this is a really positive time for us. We won before the break, we won after the break. We had all our players back. There was a worry during the international break that we weren't going to have any of our South American players. We were able to get them all back. They all performed well. Adam says, good win today. It was a good win. It's a good win. Just don't like to put the foot off the gas. When you are beating a team, beat them to the 90th minute. Don't invite them to come back. You know, um, like I said, that own goal was really, really a bad mishap. Um, but yeah, nothing but smiles. The real test comes next week at West Ham. Oh, we're at West Ham. Okay, because that was a poor Newcastle side today, and so yeah, so we'll see. West Ham beat Everton earlier today, and so we'll see. We will see what will happen with the game against West Ham. It's going to be a true test to see if we're back, and we're going to have to see in regards to because I'm thinking for the future in regards to depth. Who is going to be our first person to come in? You know, you thinking Tange is going to be our first substitution. Um, it's going to definitely have to be uh, Brian. Um, Bergvine's back. He was named to the bench. He's going to have to come in, and Lo Celso. So, man, we might not see Winks only in the Europa Conference League games, probably. Yeah, because this is our starting 11. If we're not going to play the back three, this is going to be our starting 11. Also, hope the fan makes a recovery. Yes, definitely, definitely. Wayne says wet spam won't be a pushover. Moyes has them solid. That is true. That is absolutely true. Curse is in the house. Hey Mari, good win today. Glad to hear the fans doing okay too. And yeah, that is the most important thing. I changed my rating. First of all, I went from no rating for Eric Dyer because of the heroics him and Reguilon had. I did not want to give him a rating because of that own goal, but then changed my mind and went from a 6, if I was going to give him a rating, to a 9 because he was a hero today. um, Reguilon gets a 10. He is my man of the match. Um, and so, yeah, Adam says, wet spam. It's nothing like it. Derby week. Another London rival, and I hate West Spam. I their fan base is so arrogant for a club that's done shit. Um, but they did a lot of talking last season, and I'm thinking that they can't handle Europe and the league, and so a couple of these teams, the Leicesters and the West Ham, you know, they have to be able to balance the league and the cups and Europe, and so I think West Spam or Wet Ham is not doing. I mean, they're there, they're in the top 8, but I think for them, they're going to. Me personally, I think they're gonna struggle trying to do Europe, the league, and the cups. So yeah, yeah. So Tangate actually, yeah, Tangate actually lasted the entire game. He did. He did. Yeah, he actually did. So kudos to Tenge. Um, let's see against West Ham if this team is really up for a fight. It's at West Ham. From the very minute we get off that team bus, we got to be amped for the game. I like I said earlier, the first 2 minutes you would think you would think that this is gonna be like Arsenal again, where we're not ready to play. That they have, I mean, literally that stadium, St. James was rocking the first 2 minutes, and I'm looking at the body language of the team. I'm thinking, oh boy, here we go again. Why can't we be amp for these games right in the beginning? And I was getting ready to prepare and rant, towards Nuno, because I think it's yes, it's definitely the players, but also the coach to them know like, hey, we're playing on the road. It's going to be a crazy ruckus atmosphere. They're just happy they got rid of Mike Ashley. You need to be ready. Momentum. These are things. These are stats that are not written on paper. You know, energy, motivation, being ready to play. These are things that you cannot find on paper. Um, and something that is within the heart of a player and something a coach has to motivate his team. And so, but all things got revved up, Reglion hooking up with Tenge brought that confidence back. We equalized, and from there on, we did what we needed to do to get those 3 points in a tough atmosphere. And it was tough. I know Newcastle's on the bottom, but this team, you could tell Newcastle was amped. Like we got a new owner in the house. They were high fiving, giving hugs. Like they were already celebrating. They thought the game was over. They were dancing, like yay, yeah. And you know, um, and it looked like it was gonna be a long day, but that did not happen. And so we need to celebrate. We need to be happy. We're fifth. We're going to take it one game at a time. We're gonna have a very, very true test against West Ham. So let's see how it goes. I think with this starting 11, we can't go doom and gloom. All right, there were people actually think we're gonna finish 18th, 19th, 20th regulation. There were people who said we may finish 14th, 15th, 13th, 12th. Um, Not with this team. We are not. We are a team that has Harry Kane, who finally scored his first Premier League goal. Sonny, Ramiro, Tanguy, like yeah, we're a team that cannot finish 10th and below. We're gonna be up there. There's gonna be some good times and there's going to be some rough times because of lack of depth. I mean, it's going to happen. But we're not a bad team. We're not a great team, but we're not a bad team. We're just I say this about this player, Tanguay being a enigma, but that is the best way I could describe our team. We're good sometimes, we're bad sometimes. And we have to accept that. But that doesn't mean we're not fighting for the top four, top five places. And so if we do that and other teams are struggling, who knows? Who knows what happens? Especially if we're around that, fourth through sixth by the January transfer window, the winter transfer window. You see, hear all the rumors. You just never know. You just never know. We may get that backup striker. We may get another creative mid. We may get another center back. We may have some. We'll be maybe close enough. Maybe Daniel Levy was tell Paratici, Paratici, hey, look, we're close to a Champions League spot. This is where we want to be able to make money for our brand because Daniel Levy is all about the brand. All right, let's make some one or two signings to get us over the top because now Manchester United, folks, have you seen them? They're struggling. Leicester City is struggling. Right now, there's the three. There's City, who we beat. Chelsea, remember that game? And there's Liverpool, who's playing all world right now. 5-0 yesterday. They were just doing wonders. Mo Salah right now is the player of the year in the Premier League as of today. Mo Salah is right now playing better than Messi, right now playing better than Ronaldo. Right now, I mean, it's too late for him to do anything in regards of the Ballon d'Or. I think personally, Messi has that because he won the Copa America. They ain't giving no Jorginho. He's not even the most point person on Chelsea, let alone Italy. Right? You got Verratti, who's more point. Chessa, who's more point in Italy. Jorginho, I mean, couldn't score penalty kick goals in the beginning of the first half of the year for Chelsea. You know, he'll be a contender, but they're not giving Jorginho over Messi the Ballon d'Or. No, I'm sorry, not happening. But Chelsea is a good team. They're not blowing out. They're not blowing out teams. They're not scoring. Name your score because they're winning like 1-0, 2-1, 1-0. So Lukaku is not scoring. You're hearing Chelsea's use him wrong. You know. So right now, you know, anything can happen. We're only 4 points behind. So we'll see. We will see. But but yeah, Wayne Bonner. And Mark says, hit that like and subscribe. Thank you, Mark. Please hit the like and subscribe. Spread the word about my channel. Spread my word about the Love Lounge, which is going to be fun, entertaining, um, especially because it's a week that we have won. So yeah, it's definitely, uh, definitely, um, we need to uh, hit that like and subscribe and join the channel. Um, just gonna say a last few words. Only wanted to do an hour, but doesn't look like anybody else is gonna jump on. So I will say, like I said, it was great to have a victory. We, you know, held off actually, it was really a late charge. We scored their own goal for them, and we were able to possess the ball because Shelby got the red card, got his second yellow, so we were able to just hold possession, you know, um, and it was a good win. Anytime we win, it's a good win, and so we're on a 2-game winning streak going into West Ham, and that's all we could. We could do, you know. Um, yeah, there's some things we could complain about, but for the most part, it was a good road victory at a place where they were amped because of the circumstance of having a new owner. And so, yeah, uh, yeah, that's it. There's no more comments. No one's gonna jump on in. The recap is really time wise. It could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour, it could be an hour and a half. Um, I want to just do an hour, and so this is good. And so I want you guys to celebrate over there in the UK right now. It's 2:40 here, so it's 7:40 there. So it's tea time over there, dinner time. Eat a good meal, have a toast, have a beer, have some wine, and give a toast to Spurs, especially our heroes, Reguilon and Eric Dyer, for what they did and showing great awareness to the ref. So those guys are heroes. Like I said, every big up Mark. Um, every second is crucial when it comes to cardiac arrest, and so those guys are heroes. And so give a toast to them, you know, and enjoy the victory, have fun. So big up guys, come on you Spurs, and I will see you guys on Wednesday, or if I appear on someone else's channel, I'm gonna try to see if I can make it on Tommy's channel, stateside. So if you want to check him out later on, and then of course Wednesday, I will be there. I will be there Wednesday. So, all right, guys, come on, you Spurs, and celebrate this victory.